Hello.
Right.
We're in relatively sunny Argyll on the pier at Tynabrewik, and I'm just going to do a quick video to show you my recently purchased 916 vintage Alfa Spider, which is here. This is the 2 litre T-Spark model, 2000 vintage, about 155 brake horsepower, so it has a bit of decent kick, although not quite as much as the 3 litre version. Designed like that by Pininfarina, in the Italian car designer, Italian artist. Coming around the front, see inside, full leather upholstery, twin seats, soft top hydraulic roof, self-depressing, folds into the back nicely. Nice and sleek, very aesthetically pleasing, as you can see, in terms of the particular Italian design, and in pretty good condition. I mean, I've spent a lot of money since I purchased it. It wasn't a particularly expensive car to buy, but relatively expensive considering it's 20 years old, but I have had to spend quite a lot of money, somewhere in the region of almost £2,000 since I got it, in terms of replacing parts, keeping it up to date. Also will need a new exhaust. I'm going to have to get that custom made with a sports catalyst, probably add a little bit of maybe an extra 10-15 horsepower onto that as well.
How you open the boot.
Let's just have a wee look inside the boot to start off with. So you open up the boot, there's not an awful lot of space in there. You know, space for spare tyre, a couple of things, you know, some spare oil, some jugs for the
fuel treatment down here.
Yep, fuel treatment there, and a couple of jugs just to, you know, fill up the oil, also fill up the screen wash, these kind of things. Not a lot of space, so if you're travelling, you have to travel light. If you're going off to sea friends, you can fit a bag in there. Not a great deal more, like an overnight bag or a suitcase maybe just. But not bad, you know.
When we were travelling, it took a while.
Exactly, yeah. So just coming round, you know, nice. Let's just pop the bonnet and show you underneath the hood. There's also somewhere in the car's life, one of the owners decided to fit a fancy immobiliser, which, you know, this is the only fob key I got. So this goes. We're gonna have to remove the immobiliser and go back to the original factory-fitted Alfa one. Nice
interior.
Quick look inside. You know, original steering wheel, original gear stick.
All the dials, that's a fancy radio, that's the immobiliser, fuel cap, everything in there, dials.
So exactly, so it's just, can you just move out the way a little bit so I can pop the bonnet and get in there?
Yep.
You can see it. Okay, quickly pop the bonnet. Maybe a little catch. There's a few squashed flies in the front because I've had it out a few times the last couple of days, you know, for a nice little run.
So this
badge of the front's a little bit faded. That's the original 16 valve twin spark, 2 litre twin spark engine.
both your cars have 2 litre.
Yeah, the car's done just over 86,000 miles, so relatively low for the car's age. Although before I bought it, it only done about 300 miles within about the last 3 or 4 years before that. But the engine is looking in great condition. There's been a few things replaced. Timing belt, which was well overdue, was replaced recently. Ball joint on the rear suspension.
Battery.
Yeah, new battery.
I'll show you that.
All the spark plugs have been changed, about a cost of £8 per spark plug, and I didn't pay labour on that, but anyway, quite a lot has been done to it. Still looking in pretty good condition under the hood though, and generally I was really surprised just how good the engine looks. I'll just fire, no, I won't fire up quite yet, but I'll have a...
We'll show you the battery too.
But we'll show the end. Well, the battery is in the back, so you can't really see that. But wait, it's unlocked. Okay, it's okay. Go in there. Please do that. The battery is behind the driver's seat, which is slightly unusual. We're having problems with the battery when I first got it. I was having problems starting, so that has been replaced. And
it's got a new case.
The battery didn't have a clamp or anything. Was quite a bit exposed, which is an MOT failure. But strangely, it passed its MOT in April. I'm not quite sure how. So anyway,
just got some things. It's much easier for me to see what's in.
Yeah. So you stick the hood down and have a bit of a better look inside.
Yeah. The great condition car for its age. See leather upholstery. It has the little Alfa badge there. Yeah. I'll just get outside so you can hear how noise it is starting. Get a better look from here. Yeah.
Just a quick, that's just about how you take the hood down. It's very, very easy. You just have to remove these 2 clips here. You got that? you've done it earlier, so I'll let you do that. Remove those two clips, and then it's just a matter of holding your finger on this button.
See, it comes in.
Sometimes that needs a bit of a hand because it gets a little stuck.
I'll go inside for it.
Effectively, yep, the back comes up.
All folds into this little spot here. That's where the battery is.
And there we go.
See it folding in, that comes off. Really cool. Now you can see. And these
standard, despite being quite an old car, standard airbag, driver and passenger airbag.
You switch it off from there.
I don't think that's the original. That's the original gear stick, original steering wheel.
Airbag.
Yeah, that's all original, and original dials all looking pretty nice, and generally works quite well. So we just maybe fire it up so you can hear the engine.
Put the bonnet down.
We'll keep it with the bonnet up just now.
Yeah, I'll just go to here so I can show you how loud it is. So it's really cool working. Pretty awesome too.
Yeah, I mean the engine all working, it's not particularly noisy, so all good. So we'll stick the bonnet down just now, and we'll take it for a quick spin, which we can get on video.
This is really nice, just kind of squirrely road down in Tiny Brook. There's a pier.
And I have to trust you as my passenger to be able to film, but this, generally, I mean this is not the fastest version. The 2 litre, the 3 litre also, 24 valve also exists, which...
And there's the 3.2 litre.
Which I'm sure goes like a rocket, but I found, I mean 155 brake horsepower, it's a pretty powerful car, it's great fun to drive, it's a very good fun car to drive, and certainly, you know, in the summer months...
This is what it's made for.
Which you don't get many great days in Scotland, although the weather's been good recently. It's great fun just at the top down and just drive around the countryside and pick up a bit of speed. I think it's actually quite warm today, although the sun's not too far out. The clouds are certainly keeping the heat in, so we'll keep the windows down. We'll do a quick little run up the road, and you can get an idea of some of the power. Somebody coming, so I'm going to take a bit of time to pull out.
So there we are.
Volkswagen Polo.
Yeah.
So here we go. See about the power there, you know, you can feel it.
Yeah. It doesn't have as much.
Although the guys in front of me is not going very fast, so that's the thing about these country roads. Sometimes you have to slow down and let people past. So you got to be a bit more sensible, but certainly
For what it is.
it's fun to drive, and it can certainly move if you want it to. I've never driven the 3 litre version, but I'd like to know just how powerful that feels, because I bet it, you know, it really does move. Because this is, you know, I think it's about 220 brake horsepower on the 3 litre version, and this is 155, and this feels pretty fast to me.
Your other Volkswagen has like 138.
Yes, my other car is a diesel 2 litre Volkswagen Jetta TDI, which is allegedly 138 horsepower, but it feels a lot more sluggish than this does. This is a petrol car, so we're just going to take a little drive up here. We're going to pass the main village. We're going to park.
That's all the yachts.
Yeah, it's a nice backdrop, and that will be the end of our video. And any questions, any likes, please feel free. Yeah.
Once we get to 70, like, we'll do some other new things. We're just going to pull in here.